March stimulus check triple payment of $1,450, $1,563, and $1,670 is credited. Check eligibility now as March approaches. Rumors of a potential triple stimulus payment have been circulating among American citizens. This video aims to provide a comprehensive overview of these alleged stimulus checks, their context, potential impacts, and what citizens should know. While the information presented is based on current discussions and speculations, it's important to note that economic policies can change rapidly, and official announcements should always be the primary source of information. Understanding the triple payment proposal. The basics. The proposed stimulus package consists of 3 separate payments: $1, $450, $1, $563, $1, $670. These payments, if implemented, would represent a significant financial boost for eligible Americans, totaling $4,683 per individual. Origins of the proposal. The idea of a triple payment stimulus has emerged as part of broader discussions about economic support for American citizens. While not officially announced, this proposal has gained traction in various circles, including social media and some economic forums. Potential objectives. If implemented, such a stimulus package could serve several purposes. Targeted economic boost. Each payment could be designed to address specific economic needs or sectors. Phased financial relief. The staggered nature of the payments could provide sustained support over a period of time. Consumer confidence. A series of payments could potentially boost consumer confidence, encouraging more spending and investment over an extended period. Economic context and justification. Current economic indicators. As of early 2025, the U.S. economy continues to face various challenges. 1. Inflation rates have remained stubbornly high, hovering around 3.5% annually. 2. The unemployment rate, while improved from previous years, still stands at 4.8%. 3. GDP growth has slowed to 1.8% annually, indicating a potential economic slowdown. These factors may have contributed to discussions about the need for additional economic stimulus. Sectoral impacts. Different sectors of the economy have been affected unevenly. The technology sector has seen continued growth, but traditional industries are struggling. Small businesses, particularly in the service sector, continue to face challenges. The housing market has shown signs of cooling, with rising interest rates affecting affordability. Breaking down the triple payment. First payment, $1, $450. The initial $1,450 payment could be designed to provide immediate relief and stimulate short-term spending. Potential focus areas: essential needs, groceries, utilities, rent, debt reduction. Small business support. Second payment, $1, $563. The $1,563 payment, slightly higher than the first, might be aimed at medium-term economic stabilization. Potential focus areas: education and skill development, healthcare expenses, home improvements, and energy efficiency upgrades. Third payment, $1, $670. The final and largest payment of $1,670 could be intended for longer-term economic investment and growth. Potential focus areas: retirement savings, investment in small businesses, technology and innovation support. Eligibility criteria: speculative. While official criteria have not been announced, based on previous stimulus programs, potential eligibility factors might include income thresholds, single filers, annual income under $75,000, joint filers, annual income under $150,000, citizenship status, U.S. citizens and eligible resident aliens. Age requirements: adults and dependents of all ages. Tax filing status: must have filed taxes for the previous year. It's crucial to note that these are speculative and may not reflect the final criteria if the stimulus is implemented. Potential economic impact: short-term effects: increased consumer spending. A sudden influx of cash could lead to a spike in consumer spending, particularly in retail and services sectors. Debt reduction: some recipients might use the funds to pay down existing debts, improving their financial health. Savings boost: a portion of the population may choose to save the stimulus, increasing personal financial reserves. Long-term considerations: inflation concerns: there are worries that such a large stimulus could contribute to inflationary pressures. Some economists argue that putting more money into circulation could lead to higher prices if not carefully managed. Government debt: the cost of such a program would likely increase the national debt, raising questions about long-term fiscal sustainability. Economic dependency: critics argue that repeated stimulus payments could create a dependency on government support, Potentially affecting long-term economic behaviors. Comparisons to previous stimulus programs. COVID-19 era stimulus. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. government implemented several stimulus programs. The CARES Act in 2020 provided $1,200 to eligible individuals. The second round in December 2020 offered $600 per person. The American Rescue Plan in 2021 provided $1,400 to eligible recipients. Key differences. Amount. The proposed triple payment totaling $4,683 is significantly larger than previous individual payments. Structure. The phased approach of 3 payments is unique compared to previous single payment stimuli. Economic context. Unlike the pandemic-era stimuli, the 2025 proposal would be implemented in a period of moderate economic challenges rather than acute crisis. Potential funding sources. The question of how to fund a triple stimulus payout to millions of Americans is crucial. Several potential sources have been speculated. Budget reallocation. Funds could be redirected from other government programs or departments. Increased government borrowing. The stimulus could be financed through additional government debt. Tax adjustments. There's speculation about potential tax increases on high-income earners or corporations to fund the stimulus. Federal Reserve actions. Some suggest that monetary policy adjustments could play a role in supporting such a large fiscal stimulus. Political landscape and debate. Support for the stimulus. Proponents of the stimulus argue that it provides necessary financial support to citizens facing ongoing economic challenges. The phased approach allows for more targeted and sustained economic impact. It addresses wealth inequality by providing direct assistance to lower and middle-income households. Opposition and concerns. Critics of the proposed stimulus raise several points. Concerns about increasing the national debt and long-term fiscal responsibility. Worries about potential inflationary effects of injecting more money into the economy. Arguments that targeted economic policies might be more effective than broad stimulus payments. Global perspectives. International reactions. The international community is closely watching the U.S. economic policies. A significant stimulus payout could have ripple effects. Currency markets. The value of the U.S. dollar could be affected, impacting international trade. Global economic policies. Other countries might consider similar measures, potentially leading to a shift in global economic strategies. Investment flows. International investors might reassess their U.S. investments based on the economic implications of such a stimulus. What citizens should know. Stay informed. Official sources. Rely on official government announcements and reputable news sources for accurate information. Beware of scams. Be cautious of any unsolicited communications claiming to be about stimulus payments. Financial planning. Don't count on it yet. Until officially announced and approved, don't factor this potential payment into your financial plans. Consider long-term impact. If the stimulus does occur, consider using it in ways that provide long-term financial benefits. Prepare necessary documentation based on previous stimulus programs. It might be helpful to ensure you have up-to-date tax filings, current address information with the IRS, direct deposit information set up with the Treasury Department. Looking ahead. Beyond the stimulus, economic indicators to watch. Unemployment rates. Changes in employment levels can indicate the overall health of the economy. Inflation metrics. Keep an eye on the Consumer Price Index, CPI, and other inflation measures. GDP growth. This broad measure of economic activity can provide context for policy decisions. Potential policy alternatives. While the triple stimulus payment is being discussed, other policy options might also be considered. Targeted relief programs. Instead of broad stimulus, more focused assistance to specific sectors or demographics. Infrastructure investment. Large-scale public works projects to create jobs and stimulate economic activity. Tax policy changes. Adjustments to tax rates or structures to influence economic behavior. March stimulus check. Triple payment. The potential triple stimulus payment of $1,450, $1,563, and $1,670 in March represents a significant topic of discussion in the realm of U.S. economic policy. While the prospect of additional financial support may be welcome news for many Americans, it's crucial to approach this information with caution and critical thinking. As of now, this stimulus package remains a proposal rather than a confirmed policy. The economic, political, and social implications of such a payout are complex and far-reaching. Citizens should stay informed through official channels, prepare for various economic scenarios, and consider how such a stimulus, if implemented, would fit into their broader financial planning. Ultimately, the decision to implement a stimulus payout of this nature will depend on a variety of factors, including the state of the economy, political consensus, and global economic conditions. As March approaches, it will be essential to monitor official announcements and expert analyses to understand the full picture of this potential economic measure. Remember, economic policies are designed to address complex issues, and their effects can be wide-ranging and sometimes unpredictable. Whether this stimulus comes to fruition or not, maintaining financial literacy and adaptability will be key for navigating the economic landscape of 2025 and beyond.